there's a I remember there's an article in GQ where Brad Pitt described himself as a gazelle, and he said, and they asked him, they said, how many other gazelles? Because he's like we're in the open plains and lions are watching us. It was something over the top, and then they were like, how many gazelles are there in Hollywood? And he's like, there are like maybe 5 of us,
which is crazy.
and it's probably a little low, seeing as what you just listed. They're all gazelles, but
he's one of he's
you
on
have
that list.
to be
As well.
That's how he described that level of fame.
Yeah.
I'm a gazelle.
I'm a gazelle,
which was so cocky.
That's pretty tight.
It was so,
dude.
and then to be like, they asked him, and he kind of pauses, and it's like there's like 5. It's like because he can actually think in his head, like me and my few buddies. That's it. That's fucking dope.
It is. He came to my show last month.
Really?
In LA.
Oh yeah, you had pictures with him too.
Sure. Yeah.
And first of all, like you are trying to. He does a good job of, I think, really famous people who obviously know they have an effect on a room.
Yeah.
You know.
Some
Some of them, obviously, maybe don't care to make you feel normal, but he makes the effort. He's like, I'm so excited to be here. I'm such a big fan. And I'm like, right. Yeah. And
is that fun when you're on stage knowing that Brad Pitt's out there?
No, because he did such a good job
making
before.
you
before. And he's like talking about it. And then at one point, we're just like, he's asking me, he's like, "This is what you do before the show?" He's just like, because basketball, he's like, "You watch basketball, listen to music." I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You don't have to prepare." I'm like, "I'm prepared." and
I'm good, dude.
I was like, "I've been on tour for 6 months. I'm prepared." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And then we're just shooting the shit. And then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go out there." And so I have the security that I brought escort him, right?
Is this in LA?
In LA.
Yeah.
And so he has a bucket hat on. And his hair is up in it, right? And so you see that, and then I go, yeah, man. I go, can you go anywhere? And he goes, check this out. And he reaches in, and he has like an oversized mask. So he puts it on.
The whole thing.
You see this, and then the hat's here, and the hair's up here. And I was like,
you never ever know.
And I'm like, holy shit. And then Ryan Sickler goes, looks like Chad Pitt. And
yeah, I mean the mask. That must have been the best thing that's ever happened.
This dude, he sat through the whole show.
Nobody knew?
Nobody knew. After the show, he comes back, super gracious, hangs out a little bit, and then he goes, we're going to another show. We're going to go to see some music thing. And I was like, cool. And I was like, oh, yeah, he can do this now.
Yeah.
Like, especially right now.
He wants to go.
I feel like you'll be able to do that forever. Because I don't think anyone's gonna think it's like there will always be someone who's in a mask.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Like,
it won't just be Japanese people. It'll be like somebody will always be like, it'll be like,
it won't be like
it'll be like 7 years from now. You'll be like, you can really knock it off, man, But there'll always be people that are like,
Was he solo?
No, but he, it is wild. I think to be around someone, and I did think. During that Oscar show, I was like, "Oh yeah, he could be somebody." If they were like, "Leave," he'd be like, "No, I'm gonna eat pizza here."
Right?
Yeah,
I can take my dick
Domino's
out right
is
now.
on the way.
Yeah.
Like, they bring you fucking.
And then also, can you imagine also the people who they send to ask you to leave at that are so intimidated.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're like,
could you please maybe consider?
I asked Leonardo DiCaprio to leave.
Yeah,
and he was like, he shrugged.
Yeah,
and then
I bet you certain guys wouldn't even like acknowledge.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you do?
Like,
he pretended he couldn't hear me. I was yelling in his face.
Yeah.
You have to send like The Rock to be like, I'll pick you up.
Some guy who doesn't give a fuck.
I will physically remove you from here because no one else can.
I know it's a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had a couple security people we brought to shows, and like to see them like remove somebody physically that doesn't want to leave. It's
great.
It's great.
Yeah. You sit there and like enjoy it.
Oh, I just stop and I watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Causing a scene.
Do you point them out or do they
no, it's always something I don't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
You're just like, what's happening?
It happen
like,
consistently?
No, it doesn't happen that. I mean, I think at like
as you do
rock shows, it happens a lot. Yeah, some of the big venues. Sometimes I'll be like, that was a great show, and they're like, we threw 17 people out. And I'm like, what? Wow. Really?
There was we did one show a couple weeks ago, and they were like, did you see like some lady barfed and then
oh yeah
spit like there's all sorts of nonsense is going on, and we had no idea.
We had a show at the Wilbur, and afterwards, this guy said this dude came down to the front where his friends were sitting, sat down with them, ordered a round of tequila shots on their tab, did the tequila, threw up in a cup, and walked away. And I was like, that's a Will Smith move right there.
Yeah,
that's
like
a gazelle, dude. That's a
left
power
a cup
move.
of his puke on a stranger's table. And just
last time I did the Wilbur was a few years ago. They go, we threw out this guy, who was in the upper balcony part, the
Yeah.
upstairs, whatever, higher up.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the other one. Maybe it was at the Chevalier. It was in Boston. And I go, why you throw him out? And they go, he pissed in the aisle. And I'm like, no. And they're like, he got up, just stood up, pissed. The piss runs down because it's out on the balcony. And then he sat down, and we were like, you can't be here, man.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
You know, like I kind of want that to happen at our shows a little bit. I don't know. It's
that
like,
was we had the other kid I saw at a bar afterwards who he had screamed during the second show and
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it like derailed us. We're like, whoa, what the fuck is that? And he's like, yeah, bro, security sucks. After I did that, they came over and were like, you can't be screaming. And I was like, they would want this. I was like, we
no, we
definitely
don't want that.
No one
don't
ever
want
wants
that.
it, man.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
By the
hecklers
way, that would be some baller shit. Somebody in the Oscars stood up and took a piss in their seat and then sat down and was like,
What are we gonna do?
What's
we got
up?
Kanye at the Grammys coming up.
Ah.
Yeah, like the
he
seed's
might
been planted.
He might feel like he needs to upstage.
That's what I'm
every
Yeah,
day.
saying.
gauntlet's
Like,
been
you think
thrown.
that was cool?
Yeah.
Or-
No one's
Good
talking
to
about me
go.
right now.
Yeah.
What, are you just gonna tour until like you're dead, dude? This
Probably.
tour's obscene. Was this just something? Are you like Walter White? You got to get all the money in before you die or something?
It's
Because
his fault.
this, I mean, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It
is
It's a
disgusting.
perfect name for the tour. It's hilarious, but it's also like on point. I mean, you can't even read the font when you post your promos.
Dude, I know. It's gonna. I try to look at it. I try to go look at it like week to week. Like I'm only thinking about this week right now.
Yeah.
Because if you think about the whole thing,
The legs, third
It's a-
leg. It
yeah.
looks like the third leg looks like a worldwide tour in its own right.
fucking
It's
crazy.
insane.
And then people have told me, they're like, so you're gonna take time off after this, right? I'm like, yeah.
I would never
Yeah.
do it again.
Like forcibly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I mean, whatever.
Was it just that you feel like you're at your peak and you just want to? rock?
No, it happened honestly, like kind of. It happened, and then I didn't realize where we were at with it
This
until it's
motherfucker was just
already.
like, yeah.
No, he told me. He's like, I got a jet ski. I'm buying this. I'm like, all right.
You're
So
welcome.
he, no, it's just one of those things. Like by the time it was like booked, you're still only, when you tour, you're like, where am I going this month? You
Yeah.
start looking at, and then all of a sudden you see those promos, and you're like, yo, this is crazy. But I'm also feel like I got through. The tour started in August of last year, and we're getting into April. And I'm like, you know what? We've done, as long as you try to handle it week to week and month to month, like the heaviest, craziest part of my whole tour is April and May. This upcoming, like where we're about to go in. And once I get through that, I feel like my summer's super manageable. I have a lot of time off. I'll get through the fall. And I think I'll be all right. I think I'll be all right.